Hello lovelies, welcome once again to my channel. This is yet another episode of health issues. You know what we do on this channel? We discuss health, we discuss business, and sometimes lifestyle generally. But today we are actually going to discuss about health, and on the list today is addiction. We're going to do it as a series. We're going to have episode 1, 2, 3, 4 and the rest of them. So among the addictions we're going to be discussing today, we are going to concentrate on porn addiction. Porn addiction, as in pornographic addiction. And the reason I chose this particular topic today is because of the increasing consequences this is likely to cause our generation, especially the digitalized generation. So from the start, I have to define what porn is, what pornography is. Meanwhile, this pornographic compulsive behavioral disorder it has not been classified as a mental health issue. I mean, it has not been classified as a mental disorder because it is just seen as a compulsive behavioral disorder. And compulsion is when you're doing something repetitively in order to alleviate stress, in order to reduce anxiety. And then addiction is when you continuously, when you are doing something continuously without even minding the negative effects it has on you, without minding the consequences it has on you. And the common thing between these two, that's compulsion and addiction, is that that individual lacks control over that particular thing. Porn addiction is a behavioral addiction or a behavioral compulsion, and it's characterized by an ever-increasing strong urge to view pornographic content. And this could come in form of magazines, it could come in form of pictures, it could come in form of videos, audios, and all the rest of them. I can remember when we were much younger, then I used to read a lot of romantic novels. I used to read a lot of romantic magazines, but then you wouldn't want your parents to see you reading such, because the kind of parents I have, they will definitely confront you and disgrace you in the presence of everyone because you are reading a romantic novel or a romantic magazine. But these days, the way things are going, the way technology is going, porn has graduated from all those heaps of magazines, all those heaps of cassettes or discs, compact discs, to something that is very much accessible these days. Not just that people access porn on computers, there are apps, there are streaming devices that people use to access pornography, and this has really made it a very much issue because everybody's eye these days is on porn. I could remember that before, when you see such things, maybe by mistake, you will keep asking yourself, oh my god, why did I see this? But those things don't happen again because people actually even go out of their ways to get those things. I mean, to get the pornographic content. And the funny thing is that the level of pornography is actually increasing because about 100 million views per day. Yes, about 100 million people log into pornographic sites to view pornographic content, and about 5 million pornographic content are being released on daily basis. So that is why, to me, I feel is a very serious issue that should be discussed, so that we'll be guided about what is happening and what we are likely to do and what it looks like. Again, a lot of people don't like talking about it because of the stigmatization and the judgmental look that you get from people when you say, oh, that you love to watch porn or you're a porn addict or something. So I feel that if we are very much aware of this and how deep it has eaten into our marrow, into our bones, then we'll be able to actually know how to tackle it or how to go about it. This issue is likely to is likely to affect us negatively in time to come, as it's even affecting us negatively now because a lot of children now log into these pornographic sites without even the parents knowing, and thereby destroying the organized sexual developmental stages that they should have gone through. You see a 7-year-old, 8-year-old is actually, is already exposed to intimacy or exposed to sexual acts even without the parents knowing about it. And this is as a result of what they view on the internet and what they view with this on the go apps. So today we're going to be discussing some of the red flag signs, some of the things you will see and then you feel, oh, you need help or you don't need help, and how to help you, some of the self-help if you are unable to stop viewing porn despite several attempts to stop. Research has it that about 9% of pornographic addicts have made several unsuccessful attempts to stop. So if you are in the habit of viewing porn, if you are in the habit of viewing pornographic content and then you try to stop several times, you cannot stop, you should know that it's really taking over you, you're lacking control to stop it. Then you should also be thinking, could this be an addiction or not? When you're having increasing urge to always view porn, when your mind is preoccupied by it, you want to view porn in the morning, you want to view in the afternoon, in the evening, you want to view porn at every given opportunity, then you should alert yourself that probably there's likely to be a problem. You are in the habit of hiding it from your partner or from anybody around you, then you know that you are actually getting into something serious. If you are always irritated or angry when you're asked to stop by your partner, by your parents, by your siblings, or by your friends, you get so angry and irritated, then you should also ask yourself whether this is tilting towards addiction. When you have an urge with the amount of porn that you view and also the explicit nature of what you are viewing. Probably, let me give an instance, maybe in the past you were just viewing some magazines or some heterosexual pornographic videos, and then you have graduated from just 1 to 3 people in the same act or 4 people in the same act just to get the same level of satisfaction. Then you should know that you're getting addicted. I mean, if what you used to view in the past and you get satisfaction, you get relieved, and when you view it now, it no longer gives you relief. Now you want to increase the amount of time you spend watching porn to get the same satisfaction you were getting before, and then you also increase the explicit nature of what you are viewing in order to get the same satisfaction. Then you should also alert yourself that you're getting into this particular problem. If you continue to view porn despite all the consequences, all the negative effects it has on your life, especially loss of relationship or broken relationship, especially loss of job, when there is reduced intimacy between you and your partner, when there is reduced sexual satisfaction between you and your partner, when there is no real connection between you and your available partner, all you want to do is spend so much time viewing porn, then you should also tell yourself that this is a problem, that you need help. Also, when you want your partners to join you in viewing porn, and not just viewing it, also to act all the fantasies you're seeing in the porn, then think again, you might be addicted.
The negative effects include reduced intimacy with the available partner, reduced sexual satisfaction, increasing divorce, increasing broken relationship. It can even cause loss of job. It can cause lack of connection with the available partner. It can even make people to feel so irresponsible, and there is also increasing rates of sexual abuse among couples, among adults and children. So this thing is something that should be discussed and something that should be talked about.
The funny thing is that these days children also have so much access to all this pornographic content. Some of the sites are not censored. So children have access to the gadgets, children have access to the devices, and they go ahead to view this pornographic content. You imagine a 7-year-old has already been exposed to sexual intercourse. I mean, it's really alarming. This is where I feel parents should come in and check what their children are viewing on the internet. If it's possible for you to censor whatever they're viewing, I think it would be a good thing. Could push people into porn addiction. One is loneliness. Another thing that could push someone into it is anxiety. When there is anxiety, they just want to use it to relieve anxiety. Another thing is depression. Some people who are depressed find themselves viewing porn, being porn addicts without even knowing it. Another thing is lack of self-confidence. When people feel they are not confident enough to approach opposite partner for maybe intimacy or whatsoever, or for a relationship, they just go into their closet and do whatever they got to do. And then another thing that could push people into is shame. Shame has been defined as a state of unworthy to be accepted. when somebody feels that, oh, he or she is unworthy to be accepted. Now, what do you do if you have noticed that all these things I've been talking about, is part of your life? What do you do? First of all, you have to try to help yourself. That's what I call self-help. Try to help yourself by deleting everything called porn on your devices. Delete all the apps, delete all the accounts, delete everything called porn on your device. Get somebody to install anti-pornographic software that will not allow you to access any porn on your devices. And don't allow the person to give you the password to this anti-pornographic software. Whenever this urge comes, because usually it might be a very strong urge that you cannot resist. Whenever this urge comes, try to remind yourself of all the harm it has caused you. Try to remind yourself of whom you are right now. Of course, you cannot do all these things just like that. Find an alternative. Find an alternative skill. Whenever the urge comes, try to do something in place of that urge. I mean, for instance, you could go learn how to play the piano. You could go learn how to play the guitar. You could go play football. You could just go do something else to keep your mind off that pornography. So try to seek help, and when you have done these things and it's still not working, try to talk to somebody. Talk to a therapist. The therapist will talk you out of it and then introduce you to a support group where you will see other people who were in your position that are out of it, and this will also help you to heal better. Pornography has really destroyed a lot of people. Pornography has really destroyed a lot of children. Pornography has really destroyed a lot of good marriages, a lot of good relationships, a lot of people who are hardworking, a lot of people who are very, very responsible. So try as much as possible to pull yourself away from it. And if you're a parent, please be checking what your children view on the internet. Check what your children view on the internet, because a lot of them have been exposed to pornography without you knowing it. Some of them even know what you don't know. That is the simple truth. So try to watch what your children are viewing on the internet. You buy tablets for them, no problem. You buy laptops for them, no problem. But before you hand it over to them, if it's possible for you to install anti-porn software, please install it. If it's possible for you to censor whatever they are watching, please censor it. Let children be in the place of children. Let them develop the way they are meant to develop, sexually and otherwise. Let them develop gradually the way they are meant to develop. Do not let them rush into it. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you click the like button. Make sure you click the bell sign so that each time all that series are coming, you will be notified. Thank you so much. I am still Evangel. Thank you for watching. If you watched to this end, and God bless you. I love you till I see you next time. Bye.